Hello, it's Kerri from Razor Sharp Crafts. Yeah, so I'm finally back home and ready to get back to crafting. We got a flight out mid-June and we got back mid-July, and I just haven't had a chance to get back crafting, and it's the beginning of August and I'm going to try. My kids are being extremely loud, and the baby's going through a little withdrawal from being away from me because he was with me for a whole month straight, and so now, like, when I try to leave him with his father, he just wants to cry. So this is the second time I've tried to start this up because he just started crying so loud. I was just like, there's no point. So yeah. So we're getting back to the mini album tutorial that I'm doing for minialbumscraps.ning.com. All the tutorials are posted on the tutorials tab. Actually, I need to get it updated with all of them, but when I was in the States, I had very, very limited internet for most of my trip, so I wasn't able to do much, or I wasn't able to be active for Mass, and I wasn't able to be active on my blog. So, the last week of my trip, my mom finally got unlimited internet, so I was finally able to do stuff on there. So anyways, my blog is razorsharpcrafts.blogspot.com, and I only put the capitals in there so you could see the different words, because my handwriting's not the best. And I printed one of these. I have no clue where I put it when I unpacked all of my new craft supplies and reorganized my room. So I'll have to look for it or else print a new one. So, minialbumscraps.ning.com, free to join, free to swap. So let's get that out of the way. Alright, so I got as far as, I guess I gotta zoom out a little bit here. Okay, so on camera I'd gotten as far as making the cover, and still need to embellish it, and the binding, putting all the pages onto the binding. Now, the one thing you didn't see me do is I made a whole bunch of photo mats. I just did this off camera because to sit here and watch me cut all this paper and then punch the edges and then ink the edges, to me, would just be a huge waste of your time. But I will tell you what I did is I cut just a piece of, I don't remember what this was. It's the paper company, and it was cream. Hold on, I got some right here. Cream white cardstock, 8.5 by 11. So I just cut it into 4 3/4 by, or 4 3/8. Sorry, 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. And so that's 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. Now the reason I did those measurements is because I have one of these corner choppers from the Paper Studio, and so after I cut it, I just put this in, chomp the corners, and it gives you this little lip. You put the corner of your picture under this little middle bar, so you put it through here, under, and then it'll poke out here, and it holds your picture in without any tape or glue or anything. So I made up, like, I don't know, I think there's like 50 here, or 30 or 50, something like that. I don't remember, because I cut them before I left on my vacation. Well, I cut and stamped them, or punched them. And then just the other night, I was sitting here waiting for the kids to go to bed, and I inked the edges all with, sorry, my husband's texting me. He says the baby's cleaning up. So I know my 4-year-old had dumped the toy box, and so I guess that means he's cleaning them up. So anyways, I inked the edges with the Tim Holtz Distressing Vintage Photo. So I got that and just inked all the edges however you want. If you just want the very, very edge done, you can. I like to go in and make it nice and dark. If I mean, I guess I should just use a darker colored paper, and I probably wouldn't even have to ink the edges, but I don't know, I like the inked effect because you get the different tones and all that good stuff, so yeah, we have those. So now, what do we want to do? Well, let's go ahead. Sorry, I'm just trying to zoom it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of these in, just so you can kind of see how it goes, because then I'm going to do the rest of them off camera. Just because there's no point, or maybe not, I don't know. So, anyways, all I did was open up that first thing. So we're just going to use my ATG gun, and I feel like my camera has got a really far away view than what we normally have. Alright. So see, that's how I went around the corners. And then just, you know, you don't want to put tape over this because you need to be able to move it to get your whatchamacallit, your picture in there. And then we're just going to center it in here. That looks good. See? And then we're just going to do the same for this flap here. And then we need to add a little lean-to pocket thing on that side. And make some journaling cards to go in there. And I actually, while I was cleaning my craft room, see, normally when I do my journaling cards, I just put a piece of like cream or white cardstock, and I use my my Timmy ruler to try to space the lines out so that you know, the lines are something sticky somewhere here, so that the lines are straight and equally spaced and all that good stuff. But I'll dig it out here in just a second. When I was cleaning my craft room, oh, let me back my story up. I bought a ton of stuff when I was in the States. A lot of the stuff that I've just always wanted and never been able to get, because we don't get a lot of it here. Like I got some of the perfect pearls I'd never had. I got some of them. I got some of these silks acrylic glazes that are like all different colors. I got twinkling H2Os, Pearl X, or is that what that's called? Those are called? Where's the name? Where's the thing? Right there. Yeah, Pearl X, like the mica powder things. Okay, so yeah, I just put that in there. We're going to put a little lean-to pocket on this side to hold some journaling cards in there. But I bought a ton of stuff. I mean, I'll be showing a lot of it because I'm going to do... I finally broke down and bought an art journal. I bought the Delusions one. And so I'm going to start doing some technique stuff in there. So you'll see a lot of the stuff I bought. But anyway, so I had to clean my craft room when I got home. Number one, I'd left a mess from when I was making this tutorial. The last video I made, I was making a mess in here. And I hadn't cleaned up. I don't usually clean up mid-project if I don't have to. But I had to clean up so I could rearrange some stuff. So I put everything away. Now all I did was open this one up, and we're just going in with this, and this one's going like this. But yeah, so I had to be able to make room for everything. And when I was doing that, I found this one thing. I put it in here. I bought it a long time ago. And I guess I kind of just shoved it away and forgot about it. Let's see, it's a by Karen Foster's Designs, Karen's Basic Map-A-Page Layout Templates. It's basically like got a whole bunch of plastic pieces that are different sizes, but each of those has lines where you could make a pen mark through them. So you can either use them as a template for like that size picture, or you can make a journaling spot with them by using their lines. So I'm going to use that in this book to make the journaling pages, or the journaling tags. So we're just randomly going through. I know this is pretty boring, but it gives me a chance to talk and tell y'all about the stuff that I got. I was so excited. Where my in-laws live, there's a Hobby Lobby, a Joann Superstore, and a Michael's, all there. And so yeah, needless to say, I went a little berserk crazy. So let's see what else that I can just tell you that I got that you'll know what it is. Well, most people would know. I'm not going to assume everybody knows, because beginners sometimes don't know what we're talking about. I got a storage unit. I got one of those white turntable storage things that everyone's got. Well, I say everyone, not everyone's got it. So we just put that one in. Oops. Put that one in flat down on the page. But yeah, one of those white turntables from Michael's where it's got all the little storage places in it. I'd show it, but I'd have to move my camera because I'm not going to pick that up and move it. And then I got a pink Craftsman toolbox, like a tool bag. And it's made for real tools, but I bought it for crafting, for storage. And I love it. I think it's the most cute thing ever. Alright, and we're just going to lay that one like that. See, this is really easy, putting these on. And we still have to make the bigger size tags to put the photo albums on for those types of pages. I'm just going through and putting the ones that actually adhere to the book in right now. So let me think. I got some of these. I got 2 different sets of these chalk markers. I've been wanting to try those out, and I bought some ATC chalkboard paper. It's their ATC size, and they're supposedly a chalkboard, I guess. I haven't really checked them out. I just grabbed a couple of them. I love doing ATCs. I need to get back into the swaps and do the ATC swaps, because those are the ones I used to love. I will do this one. Okay. But I thought those would be cute to put on them, and then I have some chalkboard paint too. I've been wanting to make something for my kids to be able to draw on and stuff, so I thought that those might be interesting too for that. I got lots of different ideas, I just have trouble finding the time doing them. I got a whole bunch of new paintbrushes because I've really wanted to get into the mixed media. That's my next adventure. That's why I've been buying so much stuff for it. So I bought a whole bunch because I bought a set of paintbrushes online and they were really cheap in price and in quality. Now I know why they were so cheap. Like when you use them, the bristles fall out. So I bought some more expensive ones, hoping that that means they'll be better quality. I ended up with a few different sets. I picked up like a couple different packages hoping that something will work. And any of the ones I don't like or whatever, I'll just, I have a little cup set aside with the old brushes in it, instead, because I have a little paintbrush caddy holder thing. So I put my old brushes in, it's just a kid's cup. And I figure it's exactly what they can be used for when my kids want to craft. They can use the old ones. They're a little rougher on paintbrushes. So, let's see. Oh, I bought one of those 7 Gypsies configuration, the wooden configuration box things, where it's got just different size compartments. I'm excited about that. I bought some of their little ephemera as well. I finally got myself some of that golden glass bead gel, and there's another one I hadn't heard of it. I'll show it here in just a second. It's like called Pumice. I haven't really seen anybody work with it yet, but it intrigued me. And was it Michael's? I think it was Michael's. Had 40% off all golden products when I was there. So, it was one of those things where I was like, well, you can't go wrong buying it for that price. Whoops. I just noticed that this wasn't inked all the way down. There. Let me just show that to you real quick. That's the glass bead gel. Called Coarse Pumice Gel. And this is, again, this is for mixed media. But yeah, it's like almost looks like gritty sand type stuff. The kids are fighting. Alright, so that side's all done. I just need one more for right there. In here we're going to put like a little pocket, I think. Yeah, for some journaling cards. Oh, now the baby's crying. His brother yelled at him and now he's crying for mama. And he'll have to settle for daddy. So please excuse the crying. We are doing it where he's got to learn that he can't have mommy. So I'm not running downstairs just because I know he's crying for me. There. Okay, so those are all the ones that go in there. Well, no, correction. One will go on this page. I'm very sorry for the crying. It bugs me, but I can't. I can't go running down there. I'm sorry, that just breaks my heart. He's had a really tough time adjusting to being back. He's up a lot at night and he's refusing to take naps. So he's just like tired all the time. And I'm tired because I'm up half the night with him and then up first thing in the morning with him. And there. Oh, you know what I did get? I've been wanting it for a long, long time, but I'm one that won't pay 50 bucks for a Cricut cartridge. And I had not found this Cricut cartridge for less than 50 bucks. Okay, I think the crying has stopped. Sorry, I didn't go down there, but I did pause the video because it was just getting ridiculous. You couldn't hear anything. Or I couldn't hear anything. I have trouble concentrating when I'm distracted like that, as I'm sure you can tell. So anyways, what I was saying is the Cricut cartridge that I got, I've never seen it for less than like 50 bucks. And I found it at Joann's for $19.99. It's called Damask Decor, and it's just all different damasks on it. And I've wanted it for so long because it's great for mini albums to create flourishes with, you know, to put in there. So, excuse me. So, the rest of these I need to make the tags that the photo mats go on, because they'll go in there and in here. That one's done. That one's done. In there. I think we put a photo mat in here. In here. Those are journaling spots. This is going to be a whole book. See, I bought more magnets when I was in the States too, the magnets that I use. And I'm kind of wishing I hadn't put a closure on this, but I was supposed to have this done before I left, so just because I would prefer a magnet on this, because this is irritating me. But oh well. And that one's done. And I don't mean by the page is completely done. We're going to put some embellishments on them. But I'm just saying, like, for photo mats. So we just need to make the little cards, which are just, or the backgrounds for the photo mats, which are just a piece of craft cardstock cut, and then I use this, it's the Stampin' Up! Extra Large Round Tab. And that's what it looks like, and you just cut a piece of paper, and hey, there's my camera. Y'all can see my camera. Look at it. You just cut it, you know, you punch it, and then fold it in half, and it becomes a tab for a page. I just put those on the ends of them for little pull tabs. So, okay, so I'm going to stop this video there. The shorter the videos, the quicker I can load them to YouTube. So that's for that. We gather up the stuff. I think I'm going to do the cover next. So I'm gather up my little embellishments. I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place here, but I haven't had much sleep lately, and I'm trying to do what I can right now with what I already have cut and done, so I can maximize my crafting time, because my crafting time is kind of limited right now. Hey, look what I found. The one you can read. So my crafting time is pretty limited because my husband's still working on his project car. It was supposed to be done before I got back, but he hit a few bumps in the road and couldn't get it finished. So he's still working on that, and he's trying to get it done for a deadline to enter it into a car show. So I'm trying to be supportive in that, although it's weighing on me because I'm just kind of tired of the car. But so yeah, so I'm going to cut this video off here. I'm going to look up and see how I wanted to do my cover, and I think we're going to roll with the cover next, just because I have all this stuff cut out and ready to go on it. So we can get that done, and then we'll get back to, well, if we get the cover done, we can just put the book in it, and then we can just embellish the pages inside it, and then we'll be done with it. Well, embellish pages and photo mats. So, alright, so I'm going to quit rambling, and I'm going to shut this one off. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned.